Now we get to go on to our ballers of the week, which a lot of candidates this week. John and I were mentioning it or texting it. So there's gonna be people in our DMs, or not, maybe not from our friends, but there may be some people that are gonna be, "What the heck?" Listen, it's a tough week. There's a lot of great players. So, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Uh, I'll go first.
Okay.
Starting off on offense, I will say that we're gonna have a certain Giants fan in our DMs because a certain defensive player didn't make it, but it was tough. I almost put him in.
I have the
Anyway,
screenshots from. John was very much considering him.
yeah. Anyway, on offense, I got to go with James Conner here. He stepped up big time. No Hopkins, no Kyler Murray, no J.J. Watt. Even Chase Edmonds, went out during this game. There's just a lot of reasons for them to lose, but I think James Conner stepped up big time to help them win this one. 21 carries, 96 yards rushing, 2 rushing touchdowns, and then 5 receptions. He caught all 5 of his targets for 77 yards through the air and a receiving touchdown. I mean, he just put the team on his back in this one. He contributed 3 scores. That's the difference between them, winning this game and losing. So ultimately, actually, I think they might have still won. Anyway, regardless, he came up big time in this game, and he was a massive reason as to why the Cardinals came out on top, despite all the players that were missing.
Yeah, that was a good one. I considered Jonathan Taylor, just another shout out running backs. I know it's tough for us to put running backs on ballers of the week, but I gotta give it to my guy Justin Herbert, 32 for 38. Had a great game against the Philadelphia Eagles. 2 touchdowns, 356 yards. One of the big reasons why this Chargers team is rolling, why this offense is still going. And
And something you don't see in the stats, he drove him down to get the game-winning field goal.
yes, that too. Yeah, so still not empty stats. Not like they're blowing them out all game, and it was close game for the most part, and he played really well. So, all right, we're gonna do a snake style. So now, my defensive baller of the week. This was tough. Like I mentioned, thought about Jeffrey Simmons through 3 sacks, but I'm gonna go with Mr. J.C. Jackson out of New England, 2 interceptions and a pick six. One of the more underrated corners in the league, and I'm not saying he's top 5, not at all, but I think he's definitely in the conversation for top 10, at least right now. But who knows? Maybe it's Bill Belichick's coaching. Regardless, I can only see what I can see on the field, and he's been playing great, been their number one guy. Part of the reason why they were just so willing to let go of Stephon Gilmore is because they have J.C. Jackson in house. So he gets my pick for defensive baller of the week. John, who is your defensive baller of the week?
Just fun fact about J.C. Jackson: 5 interceptions on the year, 2 against Zach Wilson, 1 against Mike White, 2 against Sam Darnold. Something about them Jets quarterbacks, man. Anyway, my defensive player of the week is Josh Allen from the Jacksonville Jaguars. It was tough. I almost went Xavier McKinney, and there was a few other players that were in consideration there. Like I mentioned earlier in the reactions, Jeffrey Simmons, TJ Watt, both had
Marcus
three
Golden had
sacks.
3 sacks also.
Marcus Golden had 3. I mean, there was a lot of big time players. But ultimately, when your defense holds the Buffalo offense to only 6 points, you can come out and win a game 9-6 in the NFL. That is so rare. And when you're such a big part of it, it's hard to keep you off. And also, he did so many different things in this game that I couldn't leave him out. So, Josh Allen, he had 8 tackles, 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss, 1 quarterback hit, 1 interception, 1 pass defended, and a fumble recovery. I mean, he just impacted the game in every single way. Recovered that fumble, got the pick. Like he was doing everything, and I think that he was such a key force for his defense against one of the best offenses in the league statistically, and so he was such a force that without him, they don't win that game. They don't hold Buffalo to only 6 points, and so he was just so crucial. It was impossible to leave him out. So Josh Allen of the Jags, that is my pick for this week.
All righty.